So my main goal with Alpha was to create a type of fragrance that when you first open it up, you're kind of curious and you don't really know what exactly hits your scent profile first. So as many people know, you have a taste palette. A lot of people don't know you have a scent palette. Your scent palette consists of three. You have a primary, secondary, and tertiary fragrance scents. And what I wanted to do with these fragrances is touch every single part of that palette. A lot of the fragrances we make now have a secondary and a tertiary, but not so much of a primary. I wanted to really elaborate on that primary, and it goes all the way to your tertiary. So it's something that you sense of smell, the tip of your nose, all the way to the back of your throat, and it just keeps going back and forth. So what makes these fragrances of the Black Label different from our previous fragrances is our previous ones can be more simplistic in nature when thought out. The Black Label ones are more complex, where they have subtle hints of fragrances that you may not even be able to identify, things that you love, but you're not able to picture what they are. So the biggest challenge I had creating these fragrances was finding fragrances that I found masculine. And when you think of masculine fragrances, you think of leather, oak, tobacco, and those on their own could be quite nice, but they need something different. They're almost like Frankenstein's monster without the shock of life. And finding the shock of life was the hardest thing. Playing Dr. Frankenstein with these was the challenge. I took vanilla, which is seen not as very masculine, clove, I took orange, I took fragrances that weren't seen as masculine and mixed them, and I realized that was the shock, that was the balance of creating these fragrances. So if you're a modern day gentleman and you're not afraid to roll your sleeves up and get a little dirty, Alpha is the fragrance for you.